Hello and welcome back to Astrodle. On the last episode, we were about to launch into another zodiac star, which we have now done, and we currently have a couple 2x multipliers, at least on everything. I let the game run just for a moment. We were really close to getting Taurus to ×2, so I just went ahead and got that. And then we are now at the new star with 3 upgrades. We have Duplicity. Unique blobs are no longer unique. There can be 2 of each in orbit, and they also destroy other blobs close to each other. So that's going to be really good for Gemini, because that's a unique blob. We have destroyed Gemini blobs manually. Refills 1 instant shot for each 10 Gemini blobs destroyed at the current star. So that's kind of... My thought process with that one is that it's going to work really well with kind of an active playstyle. And then to kind of go along with that, Last Stand, auto remove the following stellar bonus for the next star. When you are on your last instant shot, destroys a random blob for each blob destroyed by lasers. So I think these 3 combined should be pretty good. And we will see. But we've already traveled. I guess we could travel again and change nothing, but we are already here at the new star. So, but yeah, every time we destroy a blob, it's destroying one other one, which is pretty huge. We're already getting these Ares upgrades, right? Because we have the ×2 multiplier on it as well. And then we'll go ahead and get the gunner, because it is it does help. Although I say it helps, but me being able to shoot one of these Ares essences does break another. So that should be 10 now. Is the next one double? No, the next one is 2. Okay. I could increase the speed, but I kind of want to start getting towards Capricorn blobs. I think the faster we can get to Gemini blobs, the better. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more, and then we'll build back up to Capricorn. We're right there anyway. Perfect. And now we can start upgrading... or we have to discover a couple more essences for that, but start working on that. We need to unlock the generator for Aquarius. We can make sure we get more Capricorn essence now. We're kind of starting out a little bit slow again now that we've reset, but we're significantly faster at getting back to where we were. Get another Capricorn upgrade. We could probably get an Ares upgrade very soon here. How much does this cost? 300. Already more than halfway there. We can also increase our rate of fire. How close are we to this? We're very close. Okay, I'm gonna wait till we can double one more time. Here we go. There we go. And then that's going to be 10 each, and this costs 40. Okay, yeah, we can get that really easily now. Oh, let's increase how much we get. 1 more Capricorn. That's all I need. Here we go. Perfect. Increase the rate of fire by 40%. That's going to be really big. Yeah. That's a easily noticeable upgrade. And then what else are we kind of working on here? I guess towards Aquarius with the generator. Working towards getting twice as much with Ares. I mean, we're keeping up so far with the amount, so the generator, I'm not worried about upgrading it right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and get more Capricorn. How much are we getting now with each? 14. Cool. So I guess when it says you get 2 more, so it's going to say we get 3 more. So does that actually mean we get 6? Maybe. I guess we'll have to see. I kind of just want more interactions with the characters we've been introduced to. I think that'll be fun. Okay, you know what? Let's actually go ahead and get the Aquarius generator. It keeps all of our completed missions, which is good. So that's really going to speed up how much Aquarius essence we're getting right off the bat. Yeah, like already says we have 3. Oh, there we go. That costs 6. Then we need Leo, which is the next one. Yep. Just increase the max number there again. Yeah. The slowest thing with Aquarius at this point is just going to be building up the actual stock here. But the fact that it kept the challenges that we've completed, we're doing great with that. Okay, so now we have Leo. There we go. And now we can start increasing the percentage of the generator again. Probably want to increase how much we get from each blob first. Here we go. There's another one. Very close to that. Just one more. Oh, and let's increase how much Capricorn we get. There we go. Increase the amount of Leo we get. And I want to work on getting the blob spawn rate. Because at this point we are, especially because I'm breaking 2 every time, we are kind of running out. There we go. So that should be good. Oh, and with Aquarius, make it so we can have more. More again. Perfect. And we're just kind of trying to get to Gemini. Here we go. So 1,400 Leos. And then at that point, I think our active playstyle here with lasers should be huge. Because we'll be able to increase the cap with that as well. Let's make sure we get more Aries. And you know what? We'll increase fire speed again. We'll increase how much we can hold. Yeah, I can see the generator upgrades just kind of shake it over here, but I don't think I really want to spend much on those right now. I mean, they are the only thing that we'd be spending Aries Essence on, realistically. So I guess we can go ahead and dump some upgrades into that. Not really doing much else with that Essence anyway. Let's make it so we get more Leo. Get 10 per now. That's pretty good. For Capricorn, yeah, we could get the Chaser. I think we're okay without it for now. That's 1,000 and this is 1,600. Okay, but this is twice as much. So we probably want to save up for the twice as much. It's going to be a pretty big upgrade. We can increase how many blobs we get every time again, or we can just wait until we get more Leo, realistically. Although we do need to upgrade how many are spawning pretty soon here. One more Leo though, and then we are good to increase how much we get per blob. Here we go. Perfect. Get to 14 each now. That's pretty huge. Oh, and we can increase this now. Right, but we should probably save up for that. Because we're not really hurting on blob storage or blob space at this point. It's more its respawn rate. So we'll just save up for it. At this point, we can, how much we get? 2.6. Then the next one is 900. So here's, oh, only 520. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going for that next. Should get there pretty quickly. And once again, have some Aries upgrades. Nothing else to spend them on, so might as well grab them. Yeah, we are already way farther at this point than we were last time. So the progress here is pretty substantial. And I can see we are getting very close in terms of being able to upgrade Leo again. Yeah, at this point I'm kind of just targeting any of them since we break double. Now we're getting 20, and the next upgrade would be twice as much. So we have 250 for that one, 900 for that one, 1,400 for that one. Oh, let's get twice as much Capricorn. That's going to be big. So let's go ahead and get to 250 and increase the generator power. One more. There we go. That's up to 2%, and then we need Gemini for the next one. Okay. And then 900 to make them spawn faster. I think the spawn rate at this point is good. I say that, but the number is going down as we're actively shooting things. So we actually might need another upgrade there. Man, I was gonna get that one. All right, I'm gonna increase that to 10%. Just get more Aquarius. We're kind of good on Aquarius. The only thing really to spend it on is this one down here. but of course, getting more Aquarius Essence overall is going to allow us to get a higher bonus on the next place. So building up to it is going to be good. And you know what? It's probably worth honestly spending that at this point, just to kind of have him moving around. And I'm going to wait for the 5,500 here on Aries. We are pretty close to that before getting more of the upgrades. Oh, we can do another Leo, or we can wait for Gemini. I think let's wait for Gemini. I think we're doing still pretty well in terms of the amount of orbs we have. Because Gemini should theoretically be a huge boost to us. I'm gonna kind of target the Leo ones for that real quick. Here we go. There we go. All right, we have Gemini now. So 2 of these are going to show up every time. And it's supposed to refill our buffer of shots. The problem is we don't yet have a buffer of shots. So I think we got to start working on that first. But we definitely need the increased spawn rate at this point. Okay, here we go. Destroy 10,000 blobs is the achievement we just got. Nice. All right. Yeah, we're doing really well here. Okay. So yeah, I forgot how quickly Gemini kind of builds up here. So Aquarius is better now. We need... I mean, honestly, we can just go ahead and increase the storage now. We can increase storage again, and we'll go ahead and do shot speed as well. We kind of just want to focus on the Geminis whenever we can. Yeah, we definitely need this upgrade. These guys got to be spawning faster, especially with us firing at them faster. But yeah, every time we shoot a Gemini, we just kind of get a full refill. So we can be getting a ton of resources very quickly. And then, of course, every time we shoot 1 blob, we actually end up shooting 2. Yeah, this is way faster than it was last time. Let's double how much we get from every Gemini. We'll increase our shot. You know, we might as well get the detonator, just so it's around. Got that upgrade. Use Aquarius for that one. Just trying to kind of use my Gemini for everything I can, considering it builds up so quickly. Yeah, this is already going way, way better. We're almost to the point where we have Taurus Essence. There it is. Perfect. Just another type of blob to spawn. And now we can start upgrading some things. So let's go ahead and get those upgrades. And yeah, we should be upgrading the double shots at this point. Oh, and the generator, bringing that to power. Oh, so before that, of course, we have to be getting more Gemini per blob. Or more Taurus per blob, rather. I just want to check real quick to make sure I understand this correctly. They also destroy other blobs close to them. Destroying Gemini blobs manually refills 1 instant shot for every 10 Gemini blobs destroyed at the current star. So yeah, we're already at the point where it's refilling us completely. And then when you're on your last instant shot, it destroys a random blob for each blob destroyed by the lasers. I see. Okay, so this one makes it so that we kind of want to be running out as much as we can, because that's where we get the double hit. I see. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense why to start we were getting a double hit every single time. Because we only had 1 laser shot, so all of them were our last one. We can get a number of upgrades here. We're just waiting around. Still looking for some Taurus ones at this point. I want to keep upgrading that upgrade. We're almost there. There we go. What we get now? 10 per blob. Next one will be an extra 2. And then after that, it will be probably double, I think. Or I think there's one more after that, and then it's double. Increase how much Capricorn we get. Increase storage again. Sure, increase the radius. And I mean, that requires Scorpio Essence, which we didn't even get last time. So we're already back to the point with that upgrade where we were before. Let's keep working on Taurus. Try to get more per essence with those. We can also increase the Aquarius generator at this point with Taurus, but I want to grab this one first. Okay, so get 3 more, which is actually 6 more, and then it's going to start doubling. Okay, good to know. Wow, yeah, we're already getting 8,000 per Gemini blob, which I think when we ended up moving from the last star, we were at about 3,000 per Gemini blob. So them spawning double and the *4 multiplier is pretty good. Already bringing in some good work. Bring that in. Do I just want to save up for this, honestly? I think I might. It's going to increase that again. And this is... So we want to work towards the Chaser Blade. This is increased chasing speed. I think we're just going to save up for more Taurus essence per blob. That's kind of the big one we need right now. We also need a lot more Leo to be able to get more spawn rate. Increased by 50% though. It's going to be a pretty big increase. So you can see, I mean, we're below. I think realistically, we maybe should have gone with which one? Economy? Or no, haste. Blobs respawn twice as fast. I didn't think we'd be destroying them this quickly. That's something to think about for the next star. Going around breaking all this stuff. We're almost to getting more Aries, so I'm gonna wait until getting the next upgrade there. In terms of Leo, I will go ahead and get that one. Same with here for Aquarius. And then what are we doing in terms of Taurus here? 3,200 for that. 250. You know, we'll just go ahead and grab that now then. Increase Gemini. We'll go ahead and grab that. That's 150. We'll just grab that now. That's 70. Sure. That will kind of help us work towards getting more Taurus anyway. All of the efforts kind of combine. We're getting tons more Aquarius now as well, which is good. That does increase at kind of a fixed rate. So I guess going for that a little bit earlier would have been better. But at this point, however many blobs we can get under our reticle, we're just not running out of ammo at this point. So the 10% extra chance in every Gemini blob fully giving us another thing. There is Aries doubled again. We're getting 160 per on those. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and get another shot storage, and we'll also increase rate of fire. Yeah, we definitely should have gotten haze. Dang, that would have been probably the most efficient thing to get on this one, but that's all right. We're still doing pretty well. We're getting up there in terms of being able to double Taurus's essence, which is pretty good. Lots of Taurus are spawning. Good to see. We have 2,500, needs 32. Okay. Oh, there's Gemini ×2 again. So that will be for the next star. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we're spawning twice as much Gemini. Yeah, it just makes sense. Yeah, we have 1 million Gemini essence. That's ridiculous. I guess we'll just get 2.3 to get more shot storage. So, kind of crazy where we're at here. We're almost there for Taurus. There we go. Perfect. So we're getting 40 on each of them now, which I can see over on the Chaser upgrade. It's like, yep, there we go. Got that really quickly. And then this one is 4,500. That one's 10,000. Okay. Should probably be working for the 10,000 one. Yeah, because that costs 15. So, because this guy can kind of be bullied by your cursor. But being able to have kind of a buzzsaw that also gets bullied will be nice. We're also getting pretty close to being able to, is that double the Leo? Yeah, twice as many of Leo. Okay. That'll be good. We haven't really upgraded the Gemini Essence in a while. I mean, that's also 2.5 million, so. But we've made a good amount of progress towards that, way more than I expected to be able to see. Capricorn Essence as well, we're getting 80 from each. That's 35,000 to get twice as much, and this is 30,000. So we'll probably just want to save up for that 35,000, realistically, if we're already getting that far. For Leo, yeah, we're going to be able to double that pretty soon here. Then what do we need for this? Cancer upgrade. Okay, but yeah, we need the Chaser Blade to be able to get that. For Aries, might as well increase that. Oh, is that maxed out now? Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't realize that there was going to be a max to some of these upgrades. That's good to know, though. All right. Oh, we're really close in terms of Leo. I think it's like 1,200, right, for the double. So just a few more. Just have to actually have them spawn here. Almost there. Oh, one more. Perfect. Twice as much, so 80 per blob now. That's going to be pretty big. So 3,400 for that. Oh, we can increase our storage again if we wanted to. Or, if we just wait a little bit, we'll get that twice as much? Twice as much for... Yeah, I think we're just going to wait for that. We actually just kind of focus on the Gemini. There we go. 77,000 on each of them. Weren't we getting 80,000? Or no, we were getting 8,000 a little bit ago. But now we're getting almost 10 times as much. That's insane. Okay, we have enough Aries for rate of fire. And keep going higher. Okay. And we are getting close to Chaser's Blade at this point. Taurus. I'm just kind of pushing hard for that. That's 36. That's 45. Yeah. And this is 15. Although saving up for the 15 and then getting twice as much might be the better strategy here. It is taking us a bit to get to 15. And so to have to then all at this rate build back up to 15 again. I think I might save up for that then. Wait for the Chaser Blade. There is more storage again for our laser. At this point, we are just, yeah, we're just never running out of ammo. We badly need more spawning, faster spawning, which is where haste would have come in, because we're kind of hitting a bit of a soft cap in terms of the cost of getting these. We're just not getting enough Leo fast enough. This is Cancer, right. That's done. That's Scorpio. Just kind of double checking everything here. We can increase rate of fire, although we're about to be able to earn twice as much Capricorn, so we'll wait for that. And we'll just keep getting Taurus. We'll save up for the 15,000, because that's going to be going from 40 to 80 per blob, so we'll be able to get to the 10,000 twice as fast. Here we go. Nope, we're almost there. Very close. And almost there with Capricorn. Come on. Need a few more to spawn. One more, two more maybe? One more. There it is. Perfect. Alright, so now we're getting 160 per blob, which is huge. And yeah, we should be able to get there pretty quick. The Gemini, we're already at 5 million essence, which is ridiculous. We're almost there at 100,000 per blob. And there it is. 100,000 per Gemini blob, and it's just going to keep going up. Crazy stuff. All right, let's get that upgrade We just have a crazy amount of shots at this point. We're almost to 15,000 Taurus. We haven't gotten a phone call in a while. I guess they probably won't until we've unlocked Cancer Essence and told us a little bit more about it. So, focus on Taurus, though. We're very close. There it is. 80 per blob now. Now we're just working for 10,000. Oh, and we have enough Aquarius, so we can now get 45 blobs on screen. But our spawn rate is still the same, so not sure how much of a difference that'll make. Going for any purples that I see here. I did also first notice when we came to the star this extra little white mark on the star. I wonder if that's just indicating that this is the first one we teleported to. And maybe the second one will have another one. Maybe the goal is to teleport to this many stars. Who knows? Although I feel like we could just kind of go again if we wanted to. I don't think there's really anything stopping us from just going to the next one. We'll see if we can take another bonus slot. Although we will be also unlocking Cancer, which will probably unlock another bonus itself. So I think for the next one, we'll end up taking that. I think that's going to be better. Judging by, like, because we're already below half, we would just ensure that there's a ton on screen all the time, realistically, with that. And we're already almost at 10,000 Taurus, so yeah, I think waiting and getting that upgrade was the best choice. We haven't upgraded this in a while. That is 100,000, and this one is 160. Okay, so that's probably going to end up being the next upgrade, besides our rate of fire. Although I feel like our rate of fire, because we have storage, and the stored shots do fire off as soon as they possibly can, I feel like increasing rate of fire isn't going to do much, but we can get Chaser's Blade now. Here we go. So stationary weapon is periodically recalled by the Chaser, destroying and turning all blobs in its path into Cancer Essence. So this guy, and we can bully it, it looks like. So do we just knock it back early? Is that the point? Okay, so I see it charges up. And then it does that. Okay, we have, hey, that's one Cancer Essence. And this will make it so the detonator charges faster. That's good to see. We definitely want to increase this as soon as possible. But at this point, we can start going for some other Taurus ones. Like, chasing speed probably go up. That's going to be really good. Yeah, I feel like once this is charged, I can kind of bully it. Oh, there's Ares times 2 for the next one. Cool. Kind of... I guess you know what I could do, actually, is I can actually just kind of push this guy around. I wonder if I can push him fast enough, and I can just kind of keep the blade out. Oh, man. I tried to react to it there, but not really working. I'm gonna wait for Leo Essence again before upgrading the spawn rate. Yeah, so let me kind of get him away from that as much as I can here. Try to get as many blobs in the path. Okay, you definitely cannot move it faster than that blade comes back. But I can try to... Oh, it's destroying a lot of those. Let's try to... There's 2 more Cancer Essence. Yeah, I think he's pretty good on his own. He's just slow. So if I can just kind of bully him over here. There's a couple more, and now we're getting twice as much from each of those. That'll be good. Oh, we can increase... Honestly, I might just wait for the 17 million here. That might be good. Can increase that. Can't get that chance now. Yeah, it does struggle a little bit. You know what I could do, actually, is I could shut off him and him. And now he's the only guy kind of moving around. And now he should be theoretically getting more with the blade. I'm trying to kind of bump him over, but you can't shut off Your laser is the problem. So we want to get this to 20 to get one more Cancer Essence per blob. And let's actually see. We do have a bonus for it now. The Chaser's blade slowly moves away from the drone. The blade is instantly recalled if the Chaser is pushed against the edge. Interesting. I'm trying to think conceptually how that would work. The blade slowly moves away from the drone. So is that a thing where, as long as it doesn't touch the edge, could you just kind of like, could it just sit? Or you could, I guess, push the Chaser around to maneuver this in some sort of like fashion. Oh, and let's get twice as more there. I get more Cancer that way. See if we can get a whole bunch there. That was pretty good. How much does this cost? $250 to bring it to 25% power. So that'd be getting a ton more Aquarius. And then what else do we need that costs that? Down here. Oh, here's the target. Target T77. This drone orbits around the Zodiac star, replacing the cursor as the aiming position for the lasers. Missions involving the lasers cannot be completed using this drone. And it costs 2,400 Cancer. Finally, a drone that actually does your job. Interesting. Okay, so that's kind of the next one then. And we're about to be able to double up on Leo. Oh, and we can do that. Those. This is... Yeah, we're very close. There we go. We're just getting more essence now. Just about everything. We're also very close to getting more essence on Gemini. 132,000 from each one. 133. It's crazy how much that's going up. We're waiting for 17 mil. Okay. Yeah, we could be getting Cancer a little bit faster, but that's all right. There we go. So that is 274,000 per blob. Crazy. Ah, dang. I just shot a whole bunch there. Okay, we still got 10 there. That was pretty good. Going around, just kind of shooting everything we can here. I do want to look at how close we are. I did it again. I need to stay away from where that saw is, because blobs are spawning kind of around it and near it, and it's just obviously going to hit those. Unless the Chaser decides to... Yeah, I kind of need to push the Chaser to, like, the other side. There you go. You chase around there, buddy. You let blobs... Yeah, there you go. And that's going to hit a whole bunch there. Perfect. There's ×2 on Capricorn. That's pretty good. I'm doing it again. No. Get away. Ah, dang. Okay. We are going to get you down here. Perfect. And maybe even over there. Perfect. Okay. We're waiting for this to get to 80, so we're very close on that. And then this one is 45. Makes it so the charge is 25% lower, which isn't bad. Yeah, I think it's realistically just upgrading how much we get per, and then working on getting the target, because we don't have... The other missions here have to use the target, so can't really do much. There we go. We got the Cancer blob upgrade again. We're getting 7 now. Next one will be 3 for 10, and then I think it'll just double every time from there. Also increase the chasing speed again. Should do that. Let's see if we can get this guy away. In the way of a whole bunch of things. I got a few. And let's see. So on the next trip... oh, we can take a 4th one now. Cool. We're taking Ace. 100%. So Aquarius is about halfway to the next one. Taurus is also about halfway. Yeah, Cancer has a while to go. Not really. That one's probably not going to do much. Leo is more than halfway. Almost 75% of the way. But we would need... What is that? 15? Okay. We could probably get another Gemini, to be honest. See how quickly it builds up. Okay, that was a huge amount there. Just need one more blob to get hit. So that's another upgrade. Come on, get out of the way there, bud. There we go. That's getting more now. We can definitely increase the spawn rate. And I'm gonna grab that whole bunch since the drone wasn't gonna get those anyway. You can see, you know, I'm kind of swinging my mouse around here, and we're already below halfway in terms of our max. Haste would have made it so that we're just instantly back up. We can get more shots. Oh, that's maxed out now. Okay. So we're doing pretty well. I just don't even think we want to deal with the charge duration or anything like that, because these are going to be taking things away from getting cancer blobs, I think. And the build we have right now is kind of targeting a more active playstyle. So we're almost to be able to get an increased extraction rate. Be huge. Yeah, just a bit more Capricorn here, because we're going 160 from each one. So one more. There we go. 40%, and that's maxed out. So this costs 250. This is 440. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to get the double cancer bonus, but I do think we can get double Aquarius. So I think building up the cancer blobs until we can get the power level upgrade is probably going to be best. And then, yeah, I just don't know if we're going to be able to get this one on this star, the target on this star. I could let things sit a little bit. Between last episode and this episode, I let things sit for, I mean, it was maybe like 10 minutes before we had the next Taurus upgrade. But I'm just not sure how much I want to let things sit beyond kind of that amount of time. Because we could obviously, you know, like, what, sleep mode? Turn on sleep mode and just kind of let this run. Oh, there's another Leo upgrade. That's good. But then when we come back, it's kind of that question of, well, how much can we actually be playing? How much of the active playstyle will still be available to us? But there's that, up to 25. Oh, there's a new voicemail. Let it flow. Generate at least 100 points per second. We are doing that. And that needs Scorpio Essence now to unlock. Okay. Oh, here's another Aries. And that takes Virgo Essence. Okay. But we have a new voicemail. We've reached 25% power. That's amazing. You're awesome. Thank you so much for being such a good sport. Seeing you there, collecting essences like a champ, it makes a divine person feel things, you know? Makes me wonder, what if we hadn't left Earth? Would we have succeeded by now? Did our exile make us better somehow? I fail to see how that would happen. Maybe it's all you. We're still bad at this, and you're just that easy to work with. Sorry, I got all negative when I should be cheering you up. I added more missions to the list. Check them out. Oh, hey. All right. Wow. Okay. It's a lot more. Withdraw all 5 drones and deploy them in reverse order. So that's going to involve the target. We do not have that yet. And another one it looks like we don't have yet. So these all need the target. The ball. Okay. Yeah, we don't have the ball yet either. And then detonate the detonator and destroy 25 blobs or more at once. We could probably do that one. Withdraw the gunner just when the last bullet has fired is critical. I don't think we have critical shots yet. And then keep pushing the chaser during an entire blade cycle. I think we can do that. So let's just start by pushing it. And let's just keep pushing it. I hope that, you know, if it kind of gets away from us for a half second, I hope that still counts. That did not. Okay. So I think realistically, this might be one of those things where we stop it moving. Oh, there we go. Got it. Perfect. A few more points there. Yeah, when its last bullet has fired is critical. Yeah, I just don't think we even have critical shots yet. Oh, we can do another one of those upgrades. That's pretty good. So for the... I'm actually going to undeploy that and bring back in you. And we want you to hit 25 blobs or more. It's going to be a little tough, I think, actually. Because we only have 55 max, and they are kind of spread all around. Like, I can try to destroy some of these and have more spawn where the detonator is. But his radius is pretty small. Like, right where he's at right now. But that's nowhere near 25. Maybe halfway at best. So, well, actually, let's just go ahead and bring everybody back in. I think we probably want to focus on just getting more essences overall. You can actually see here. So Gemini, yeah, I think we probably will be able to get another Gemini before we move on. We got another Aries. That's cool. Sorry, Aries and Leo. And Capricorn. We're at 12 at this point. So... we're getting there in terms of Aquarius. Yeah, I definitely think we can get another one of those. Maybe even another Taurus, actually. I think we would need one more to be able to get another card. Another one of these bonuses. I don't know why I'm saying card. They just kind of feel like cards. Yeah. And I think even though we're not getting the ×2 Cancer Essence directly, getting increased Taurus or increased Leo, and then also moving on with haste is going to make it so that there are just more blobs in general, which will make it so that we can get Cancer anyway. So yeah, we just want to be shooting all these. But you see, like, just in terms of me, like, coming in and actually firing with some of these, we are kind of running out of blobs. Got a good amount there for Cancer, though. What's the next one? 500? 440. Okay. We'll save up for that one. I know this one over here has just been screaming the whole time, but... then that's 180,000 for Aquarius. I wonder... so how much do we need left for this? We need... what's that? 23,000? A little bit less than 23,000. So... okay, so like 55,000 total, and we'll have it. And then for Taurus, we need a little bit more, 27,000 just about for that one. So, and we'll actually be able to earn twice as much pretty soon here with that one. So that is pretty good. We're in a pretty good spot for getting both of those. Gemini is just being Gemini. I guess we could like kind of hard target those and try to get that one to build up as quickly as possible as well. Actually pretty close to Taurus, right? 70,000? Okay. And then in terms of Gemini, how many more do we need? We're halfway there, so we need about 80 million more, which is, I mean, every, what, 3 of those is like 1 point something million, 1.2. So 240 Gemini blobs, but less than that realistically because they keep going up every time. So yeah, we're definitely going to be good on Gemini. So Taurus, Aquarius, and Gemini will be the last 3 that we need to take another card. And then we'll be in a much better spot for the next star. We're almost there. We're taking double on Taurus. Any upgrades that we're ignoring besides this one? We're almost there in terms of Cancer as well, actually. There is the Taurus upgrade, twice as much, so we're getting 160 per. Yeah, which is huge. are we doing in that? Oh, we're very close in both of those. Okay. So we'll just need Gemini to kind of catch up here, but it should catch up pretty quick. You know what? Actually, 120 there. Yeah. We'll probably be able to get that before we even get the upgrade, which will just kind of shoot us to the upgrade right at the end. That's 440. We just need one more. Okay, there's Aquarius. We're going to be getting Taurus here pretty soon as well. There's what we need for Cancer. There we go. 20 per. Yep, there's Taurus. Then just focusing on Gemini blobs now. Kind of just take this orbit around. I mean, 429,000 each. Yeah, we're definitely, I think, going to be able to hit, yeah, get twice as much upgrade before we finish out there. We're at 97 million. We need 120 million. 98 mil, 99, 100 mil in storage. Yeah, no, this will be very, very quick. Are there any others that we're close to? No. I mean, Aries is getting quite a bit, but not fast enough, realistically. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting on Gemini. And then we'll take Haste and... what's another one? This one's really good early game. Like, really good early game. Probably Haste and Economy. Because getting free upgrades if they're less than 10% is really good. And then... we do install a lot of upgrades. Is there a way to see how many upgrades we've installed, actually? Okay, Escape doesn't bring up any menu. That's just settings. We also have the recap. Pretty sure I read that last episode, though. Yeah, I don't see any way to see what upgrades we actually have, or how many upgrades we have. Yeah, no. So, but we've upgraded, things quite a number of times. So, I think that would still be good to grab. Oh, we can double the amount of Capricorn, and there's doubling the amount of Gemini. So now we're getting almost 1 million each, and we are, what is that? 12 mil off. So just 12 more Gemini blobs. We're pretty much there. And you know what? We're not going to finish getting another thing there, so we'll decrease the charge duration. Next one is 1200. This is 1400. That's still 2400. Okay. We are very close in terms of Gemini here. There it is. All right. And let's go ahead and move on to the next star now. So we're taking Haste 100%, and we'll take Economy. All right. Yes, let's go. All of our essences are gone. All of our upgrades will disappear. And we're here. Let's go ahead and get that. Make sure to grab that upgrade. Every time we manually grab it, that's going to help us destroy more blobs faster. Or it's going to destroy an extra blob on screen. What it's going to do. So we could actually just wait, and it should purchase that one automatically for no cost. Okay. And then how much is this one? That's 41%, 37%. So we can kind of just focus on shooting things here, and we'll just end up getting the upgrades for free. If we just let them sit for a little bit. That's 23%. Oh, yeah, there was another upgrade over here that it just bought for free, but it didn't impact us getting any of the others. So that one's going to be huge. Okay. And then this is 16%. Yeah, I'm not sure in terms of like efficiency. Yep, there's another one over there. So I think everything will just kind of be passively upgraded over time. That one actually is about to unlock on its own. Yep, there we go. And we still have all the progress towards this one still. So we're getting there. Cool. And that 10% applies for everything, not just Aries either. So, and that's 20%. So yeah, I think if we just kind of focus on actually shooting down some of these guys, progress I think will be a little bit, it's hard to say. It might technically be a little bit slower, but it also makes it so that we can kind of upgrade more things concurrently because we're not having to spend that extra cost. Because I mean, if we have 10 upgrades that each take 10%, we'd all get them for free instead of losing all of our currency. So I think kind of in the overall long term, it's going to be better. So like we could get faster fire speed right now, or we could just wait just a little bit of time. That's 27%, 26%, 24%, and just wait till that hits 10%, and then we just get it for free. Aquarius, that's going to take a little bit of time to get. That one's at 13%, so we're going to be pretty close to doubling. So it kind of just changes how you kind of mentally think about how the upgrades work. Instead of a, oh, we have enough to buy it right now, it's more of a, oh, we have enough for us to hit a threshold and just get it for free, which I think is kind of a cool idea. All right, so that one's a 51. We're not getting that one for a while. We almost have a rate of fire upgrade. I just like getting things for free, honestly. Yep, there it is. These over here, 35, 23. So we're going to get the right one first. This one's at 11%, so we're almost about to get an upgrade there. There we go. It's got to be very close at this point. It is at 10, but floating point probably makes it, yeah, just a little bit longer. We're about to increase Capricorn again. Our little turret is just going. It's 13% still on that one. Still 13%. %. There we go. Okay, now it's going down. How are we doing over here? 17, 27, 31. Okay, that's 11%. We are very close to getting that upgrade. Perfect. So now we're getting 20 each here. And that's back up to 18%. So we're going to have a lot of things shaking on screen, realistically. But I think that's okay. I guess technically this upgrade, the one where we just kind of wait and it will purchase things automatically for free, is a little bit more of an idle upgrade. It's better to kind of just let things sit and just know, I'll get things eventually. Plus you get a little discount for it. But I kind of like the idea of using it as more of a active upgrade. But like in this case, these two upgrades are going to be pretty close in terms of, like, we could get both of them right now. Alternatively, we could just wait and get them for free. I think I like that idea better. Although, if this is inefficient, leave a comment. Let me know, lay out the math. I am absolutely willing to read a whole mathematical proof on how actually I'm just being incredibly stupid. And these things are not faster in any way, shape, or form. And it would just be significantly faster for me to just grab the upgrades when I can. The 10%, sure, it might add up over time, but you know, maybe early on it's not worth it. Something like that. Starting to get these upgrades now. There we go. More and more of the blobs available. How much is this? That's 47%, 17, 22. And that one actually we're about to get. Rate of fire. There we go. We fire faster now. Perfect. We have more blobs available. Our gunner turret is upgrading over here. Probably get that soon. So we'll need 5,000 blue for that to get there. And the nice thing is that technically, except for the first couple upgrades, we have not spent any essence. It's more of, what's the word? You kind of hit it as thresholds instead now. Instead of a currency that you spend and receive, it's a currency that only ever goes up, and you just get rewards when you hit thresholds, which is, at least in my opinion, still very satisfying. That's 31. Okay, so we're getting pretty close to getting another Capricorn upgrade here. Any moment now. Is that one? Nope. We're about to get a different one, actually. There we go. That one's at 18%. That needs more Leo. That one's going down. That one's going down. What about these ones? Okay, so we're going to get another velocity. Also getting close to that. 28. Yeah, 231. Gotta wait for that to go down quite a bit. No, something about the way that this is now working is just hitting that little dopamine center of my brain, saying, "Oh, but we're really close to 10%. Once we hit 10%, we get it for free. A free upgrade." All right, where are we at here? Just take another inventory here. So Leo's doing pretty well, 16%. We shoot another one here. Let's see. Still 16. Those two of them. That brings it down to 15. Okay. So that one's getting pretty close. That's 21. Oh, Aries Essence. Okay. It's these ones that we've been kind of purchasing down here. We're really close in terms of another Aquarius as well. Oh, and we finally got enough for the Chaser. Cool. Close in terms of the Aries upgrade for our Gunner here. Oh, was that the Leo one? That looks like it was. This one's 63, that's 19, so we're getting close to that one as well. See, we're just getting these automatic upgrades, and it hasn't cost us a dime. I'm feeling pretty good about it. All right, we're getting very close to getting that upgrade for our Gunner. Any second now. There we go. Perfect. It is, I guess, nice knowing that at any moment we could just say, okay, I mean, this is 20%. We can just get probably 2 upgrades there. We could get, you know, a couple upgrades there. If we really wanted to, you know, we could just upgrade these immediately. But alternatively, we could just wait. That is 38. So both those are 38%. So they should be upgrading at about the same time. And that's another great example of just, if we wait, we'll actually get both of these upgrades for free. As opposed to having to purchase one and then having to build up a little bit more and then purchasing it again. So we're just going through, shooting all these orbs. Are we close to anything? We're close to increasing Aquarius buildup. Let's see here. Oh, increasing how much we get for Leo and Aries is also very close. And then that will end up getting us Gemini, which will be good as well. Oh, there's how much we get for Leo. Perfect. And then Aries is also very close. Need 13,000 for that one. We're at just about to 12,000. It's just, every upgrade's just a little bit more expensive now. That's fine. I guess the tricky thing is that for this one, we need 14,000 Leo, which we are a ways off of. Whereas I could just buy this now, and then we could start building up Gemini immediately, which would also make shooting everything faster. I think in this case, that's actually a better thing to do. Is to just kind of start building this up. Because this is going to get us power upgrades. So Also with how quickly Gemini built up. Those, I mean, then the upgrades being free isn't really going to matter, but... There we go. We have more shots now. We got the Ares one. Actually, I ended up missing that one. How are we doing in terms of the others? So like 69%. Nice. For the Gemini Essence. We break one and that's 56%. And we have the detonator now. Pretty good. That's 22. We're about to increase our weight of fire. Our rate of fire. Let's see here. That's at 10%. So yeah, we're pretty much there. Have to hit a few more here. Probably these will do it. There we go. Rate of fire is now increased. We have, let's see, so we need 16,000 for Capricorn Essence. We need 2,400 for Leo. That's 81%. We're not going to get that for a while. This upgrade we could get, though. Oh, and we almost have another shot because of Gemini. I mean, we're starting to get some upgrades here. And Haste, I mean, I can already tell Haste is really putting in work. As soon as we drop to 9 blobs, maybe even 8 blobs, we're instantly back up to 10. There's no hesitation there, which is huge. You can hear just all those upgrades going off. We don't have to worry about it. Just shooting orbs. Perfect. Yep, get that Gemini. There's another Leo upgrade. Oh, man. So I think in terms of that one, we finally had enough for Leo, and then we had to wait for... And then we also immediately had enough for, I think, Gemini to get the next one. But now we're at Taurus. So... just going with that one. I think, yeah, especially with the more expensive ones, like Taurus, Leo, increasing our blob spawn rate. Like, those ones, they get expensive pretty quick. So having those upgrades be 10% off if we just wait a little bit longer is really, really big. Or 10% off? 90% off? Free if we get to 10%? I'm not sure. But we need 500 for the next Taurus. I think our progress is still going pretty solid here. Let's just see where we're at now. So 28% on Gemini, 45% on Capricorn. Almost there for another Leo. Still working on Aries. Almost there for another Taurus. Almost there to get our increased cap of orbs. And then anything else here? Pretty close in terms of Gemini for getting instant shot storage. Same with chasing speed, and then yeah, 3,000 or 38,000 to get both of these upgrades at the exact same time, which should feel pretty nice. But we're doing pretty well. I'll go ahead and leave it off there. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment with what you thought of the game. And at the next time, we'll just be doing this. Let me know also in the comments if you think that I should just let this game idle for a little bit. If you like, you know, more active play, even if it's a little bit slower, you just like being able to kind of see the progress move on your own. As opposed to, you know, me just saying, hey, stuff happened behind the scenes, and we're at this point now. Let me know what your thoughts are. But I will go ahead and leave it off there. Thanks for watching.